the death of the 30-second commercial, but the birth of the film without a length definition.
Anant Rangaswami, erstwhile editor of CNBC TV 18's storyboard, passed away on Tuesday morning, leaving behind a void for not just the team at CNBC TV 18, but the entire ad fraternity.
Anant was a great human being and a very, very close friend, as you rightly said. He was my partner in the books, and he was a partner and a confidant and a sounding board on issues that I could not talk to other people about, sometimes concerning my own people. And he was a perfect sounding board. He added a voice of objectivity to my thinking. We agreed or didn't agree, but I wanted to use that sounding board always. Yeah, there are two stories that particularly come to my mind. One is that every time he had some provocative thought to share with me, he would say, I'll give you an idea, nikaliye 10 rupees. And we used to exchange those 10 rupees. So I was coming back from Coimbatore the other day, and there was something crinkling in my breast pocket, and I just reached out to pull out that paper, and it was a 10 rupee note. And that reminded me of all the great times we had of taking 10 rupees from each other when we had a thought to share with each other.
Very sad to hear about Anand's passing away this morning. Just last night at Vishal book launch, two of us, Rajesh Kejriwal, President, and we were discussing, and it's really tragic that this is no age to go. Having said that, I have very high regard and I carry always good memories about Anand. And I think I've known him for more than 30 years. Very difficult to remember when I first met him. But chances I met him when he was also in advertising. I was in advertising much before he got into his journalistic career. And I think the one thing which I remember, Anand, those who knew Anand well, I mean, a lot of people felt that he could critique things and all. But I think the larger thing to me was he always cared about the industry.
Anand is truly a great man. He is a great friend. He was a great mentor. He was great with his generosity to people, right? He never had an unkind word for anybody. He never turned anybody down for help.
When we started Goa Fest in 2006, at that time, he was editor of Campaign India, and he gave us full support. Being the first year, obviously, it was not a very well conducted event, but he still was all praise, and he gave suggestions for improved Goa Fest in 2007.
How do I pay my tribute to Anant Rangaswami? Do I want to pay my tribute to Anant Rangaswamy? For me, what I really want is a call from him to talk about whatever seized his attention and which he wanted to sort of bounce off and talk about and argue over with me. And that, unfortunately, is never going to happen again.
Anant was a champion and a critic of the advertising and marketing industry. Industry executives who have known him as a professional and a journalist describe Rangaswamy as a voice of reason in the industry, an honest critic, and an advertising maven. In his recent role, he was the editor of Melt. He was also the founding editor of Campaign India and a senior editor at First Post. Most recently, he co-authored Open House with his friend Piyush Pandey, chronicling Pandey's work, thought process, and more.